that Nimesh worked a lot of numbers over the week, because I guess that's one of the biggest questions, the big debate, whether the best of the PSU party is done and dusted or whether this is just a pause. What do you say, Nimesh?
Surabhi, as a lot of people have said, the leader of this bull market has been PSUs, right? And we've seen some cracks now happening in the last 3 months. The index is down 10%. Let me just go to the wall and explain what it means and what to look forward to as far as the PSUs is concerned. So I'm putting the spotlight on PSUs largely because we've seen a big crack in the last 3 months in the PSC index. The index is down 10% in the since the recent highs. Index down 10%. Individual stocks in the PSU basket are down between 20 to 40%, and PSC index has lost nearly 4 lakh crores of market caps. That's a kind of correction we've seen in the PSU stocks in the last 1 quarter or so. Look at the big, these are the 3 reasons why you've seen a bit of correction in the PSU stocks. First being, there was over-exuberance and expensive valuations across the PSU basket. The second reason was over-ownership. We saw a lot of retail participations into the PSU stocks. And third, normally we've seen the launch of the thematic funds lead to a bit of a peak for that particular sector. These are the 3 reasons why we've seen a bit of correction in the PSU stocks. Now, look at the performance of the PSU stocks. Big cuts in the stocks like Cochin Shipyard, Garden Reach, BEML, Mazgaon Dock, Midani. HAL is down 26%, so is BEL. Of course, we need to put into context that these stocks have done phenomenally well over the last 3-4 years, and now we are seeing first signs of correction or a bit of pause in these companies. So these are the big losers. I've just taken more than 20% cuts. But within the PSU basket, there have been some winners as well in the recent months. HPCL is still in the green. NTPC is still flat to green. And stocks which are down less than 10%, Oil India, BPCL, Power Grid, IOC, they have not fallen much. And the key reason for this is the valuation has been a comfort for this particular basket, which has not done or fallen much in the last few months. So that's the kind of PSU basket. Now, as I said, the launch of thematic funds lead to a bit of a peak in the PSU stocks. We saw 3 defense funds in the last many months, and look at the performance of all the defense funds of late. HDFC Defense Fund is down 12%. Motilal Oswal Defense Funds is down 20% since the launch, and Aditya Birla Defense Funds is also down 5% in the last few months. So that's the kind of stocks which have done in the defense thing. But now the big question is the rally over for the PSUs? I spoke to 3 different sets of investors, and here's the first feedback. The first feedback is from a leading fund manager who had a big exposure in the PSU stocks. He believes that PSU as a theme is a decadal theme. He believes that value is going to outperform growth in this decade, and hence he's of the opinion that the bull market is not over in the PSU, but the easy phase of the bull run is largely over in the PSUs, and he believes from here on only quality PSUs which has got a unique business, they are likely to outperform. So that's a view from a fund manager. Second, I spoke to a veteran investor who's been a big bull of PSUs. Now, even he believes that typically, in the bull market, we see 30, 40, 50 kind of corrections in the bull market. So this is a typical bull market correction in the PSUs. However, the leadership is going to change according to him. And now there will be new sets of companies which will take the mental leadership in the PSU basket. There are few sectors and stocks where the valuations were unreasonable, and hence we are seeing a bit of correction in those names. I've also taken a technical view that this is coming in from Rahul Sharma of GM Financial. He believes that the PSC index is now trading at a very crucial support at a 200 DMA, and the risk reward from a long-term perspective is attractive. But in the near term, a lot of the over-exuberant stocks like defense, he feels that defense stocks need to be sold even if there is a bounce back. So it's going to be very, very selective in the PSU basket. We've seen a bit of a correction, but the key question is, and the feedback seems to be that the leadership of this PSU is likely to change. So we need to look for unique businesses within the PSUs which can do well.